Yeah, hi, Mr. Radhakrishnan. Good evening.
Try my sharing my screen.
Good
Yeah,
evening. Good evening.
yeah, good evening. Yeah. So you're from which place, which part of India?
Chennai.
You're from Chennai. Okay, okay. Welcome, sir.
I saw your post in this. I'm part of this IFN CBN group
Okay,
for
CBN
quite
group.
some
Okay,
time. In fact,
okay.
IFN, I was schoolmates.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay.
Nice to
So
connect with you. So, what do you do, sir?
I'm a finance consultant now.
Okay, okay,
Before that, I was in Mumbai working with the Standard Chartered Bank Group for a long time.
okay,
Basically,
okay,
I've spent more time in the financial services industry.
okay, okay,
But
okay,
now of course, I'm associated with different companies offering
okay,
different services, a digital
okay,
platform
okay,
for corporate governance and those
okay,
type of
okay.
services.
Got it. Okay, nice to connect with you, sir. Thank you very much for joining. Yeah, Brother Aaron, good evening. Brother Alex, good evening. Mr. Charles,
Thomas,
good
Switch
just
evening.
to
on the
check,
camera.
my screen is visible.
Yeah, your screen is visible. Yeah, you can stop sharing because I'll spend 5 minutes in introducing and then you can share. Yeah.
Good evening, Thomas.
Yeah. Hi. Good evening. Nice that you could connect again.
Yes, same here.
Yeah. Yeah. So we'll just wait for 1 more minute and we'll start.
Sure.
Hi, Mr. Sampath. Good evening. Okay. So I think we'll start now. So just to recollect as to why we do this, what is the purpose of BGSM? So BGSM, the idea is that can we all come together and brainstorm, and can we discuss about strategies, and can we all aim together to grow our individual businesses 10x or continuously to keep growing. So that's the intention behind having these meetings. And it is mainly meant for businesses who are in their pathfinder stage. That is somebody who has evolved from the treadmill operator, that is someone who is trying to get things off the ground, and someone who is trying to make things work. From that stage, somebody has moved to a pathfinder where things are working, but there is not sure which way to go. There are multiple things that are happening. So that's the stage where this BGSM meetings really help. And how did it all start? So when I was in 2019, a few of my friends from BNI, we had gone for a trek, and during the trek I spent a few hours talking to a couple of my friends, one of them from IT networking, the other person into software products. And the during the whole walk I was able to ask very specific questions to them and get answers from them, and it really helped me to structure my business. And of course then we've been in touch from there on. And that's how this birthed, actually the BGSM concept birthed close to 5 years back. And then now it is restarting with these sessions, weekly sessions. Okay, there is a community online website. So I'll be introducing this in the upcoming meetings. There is also a tool called bgsm.regula where we can track our goals. We all can set our goals and track them and see how is the progress happening. All that is possible. So today's presentation is the power of LinkedIn for business and personal growth. So Dr. Jaydeep, I've known him for I think few months now, probably 3 to 4 months now through another forum that we are part of. in the poster I could not put everything about him. So this is his introduction. So I thought I'll take a minute and explain this, read this out. So Dr. Jaydeep, he's an MD, VP Clinical Solutions at Foresight, driving healthcare digital transformation, futurist, lifelong learner, mentor, aspiring cognitive neuro physiologist, building networks, health AI consultant, and Kern Academy. So he is a continuous learner and a very good contributor in our other forum also. So when we were speaking in the other forum, where we are together, he was mentioning about the importance of LinkedIn, and he was saying everyone should do like this. You should definitely get a paid account. Then I said, you have to definitely tell all these things, because he said that many of the things that happened in his life, with respect to career, it took a major positive turn after he used LinkedIn in the right way. Then I said you should definitely share that to all of us, because it can definitely help us, and from someone who is practicing it, not a digital marketing agency or not someone who's trying to sell the service, but you have actually used it, learned it, self-learned, like a lifelong learner, and practiced. That's when I requested him to share, and he agreed to come. In fact, this meeting is actually conflicting with another meeting where he's the host, but because of the request, he agreed, saying that okay, I'll give that to somebody else, and then I'll come here. So thank you very much, Mr. Jaideep, for accepting and coming, and taking this session. So I'll stop sharing. You please share your screen, and you can please start sharing. Yeah.
Thanks, Thomas. Thanks a lot for giving this opportunity to share with you. Just wanted to check, give a thumbs
Yeah.
up if you can
Everything is
hear
good.
me right.
Yes, yes, yes.
The audio is right. Okay,
Yes.
great. And let me put on my screen and share that. So I'll probably be sharing more about you know uh, where this when Thomas said that I am a lifelong learner. So there is something called uh, my strength finder, and in that my primary skill is learning. So I like to learn, and that really helped me a lot in my original career or profession as a college professor and a college teacher. And I spent more than 20 years teaching in medical colleges, and at some point I shifted into digital health and into AI, and now I'm working with AI companies, and we'll be talking about that. But how I made that shift, that story is very interesting because I was helped. I must acknowledge my friend Mr. Balaji, who runs another program called Identity 2.0, where he actually works with individuals and companies, and we focus on a person's identity or a corporate's identity, and try to understand what is there and understand where you want to go and take it there. So I've experienced that in my journey, and one of the ways when I started, I'm like digitally active, Facebook, uh, bit reluctant initially, but still active. LinkedIn, I had about 300, 400 connections in 2017 when I started this journey. Now I am nearing 10,000. In between, I was a bit active. Now not very active, but yeah. So LinkedIn did help me get my previous job, my current job, at least 4 or 5 consulting practices, so many of our friends. And so I really believe in this. It's not something which I have read somewhere. This is something which I'm living. So uh, when you say LinkedIn, uh, people first think that it's just another job site, it's an online resume, but it's definitely so much more than that. And today, the platform, yes, it did start as a job site, and it has evolved into a very powerful tool to build your professional brand, to expand your network, to actually do sales, generating leads, and achieving business success, both as an individual and as a company. So let's just dive in. If you see my LinkedIn page, and I'll share the link with you towards the end, you will see these are some of the basic components. Let me try to put a highlighter and show. So you have a header here, and this is my company where I work, Foresight Health Solutions. And we have, this is the US based company, this is our Indian uh, company, and then you have your profile photo, and then you have your name, and then you have, the brief description. People usually put just their designation here. I've gone a little bit more, as much as can be allowed. All that I can say about myself. My location comes up here. If you click on the contact info, you can actually get my phone number and address. And I really have not got spammed that much. I do get calls for Bajaj Finance regularly, but apart from that, I really don't see I don't see too many bad calls coming to me. Why I'm saying that is many people try to suppress personal info and saying, privacy and all that, but you really can't do business here, right? You want to make connections, you want to, reach out to people. Uh, I also have this link called Let Us Connect, which allows you to set up a meeting time with me. It's connected to a meeting app software. So this is where I work, this is where I studied, and this badge indicates that I am a LinkedIn Premier account holder. So which again is very useful for all of us. Right. So let's just get straight to it. So how do you do LinkedIn? So a LinkedIn profile is your digital calling card, right? So it has to showcase so much. It has to showcase your expertise. It has to showcase your accomplishments. Your profile has to be complete. You have to be very focused in making a well-rounded profile, and all the elements which I showed you, the photo, the headline, the summary, the skills, the experiences, all these have to be in detail, because this actually drives the algorithm of LinkedIn to help people to connect with you, to work with you, to give you work, all that. So make sure your profile is complete. You need to optimize the profile by using adequate keywords. So my keyword is like healthcare, artificial intelligence. Those are some of the keywords. So whatever. And how do you know your keywords? I'm using ChatGPT for that. So I'm not hiding anything. So these are the trade secrets, so to speak. But please include keywords in your about section, in all your, so these, the details which you fill into the LinkedIn. And then LinkedIn provides you that platform where you can showcase your expertise, right? So I'm good at this. This is the value that I offer to the world. And because of that value, which I'm giving to the world, then you will have more potential clients, collaborators coming and working with you. So next we come to why LinkedIn. What are we doing with LinkedIn is that you're building relationships. It's all about relationships, right? So it's about connecting with people who share your interests and who hold positions you aspire to, right? So now I'm a vice president, but when I was not a vice president, I wanted to be a vice president. So I used to connect with people who are vice presidents, and then I learn from them. I connect with them. Now probably I want to connect with people who are a senior level, maybe CEOs. So actually, if you go to my profile, I'm connected to I'm even connected to a prime minister, some not our prime minister, some other country's prime minister, some ambassadors of countries, multiple CEOs, CTOs, CMOs, directors, and sometimes they do get back and say, "Hey, Jaideep, what are you doing? What are you up to? What do you like to do?" So some of these are, of course, not managed by the individuals, but by their companies or by their offices. But that still increases your profile, right? So if you look at my profile and see who all out of these 9,500 people who all are connected to me, you'll see people from probably all around the world at all different kind of positions. So it's about making relationships, connecting with people, and this connection again has to be very strategic, right? So you just do not want to randomly connect with everybody. You click, 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 click. You don't want to do that. So it has to be very strategic. You want to build your business into software, then please connect with all the software groups. You don't get into a group where they're making tubeless tires or something like that, right? So make sure that it is connected. Your potential clients, your potential partners, potential mentors should be there in those connections. There are LinkedIn groups which are there. Search for them. LinkedIn itself will give you some suggestions which groups you should join, and there you will have good discussions. Some content sharing can take place, and then you'll be able to engage, with like-minded people. At the same time, it's important to focus on quality. Quantity game, some people get into the quantity game, and you will realize soon there are people who say, I have 30,000 connections, I have 50,000 connections, I'm not allowed to take more connections. Just have a good number of quality connections, people with whom you want to build a relationship. So just like how you would live out your real life, you can live out a life on LinkedIn as well. So next up is why LinkedIn? What will you do on LinkedIn? Is then and LinkedIn enables you to nurture potential clients. So as Thomas shared, this is that second level of journey. You need clients to do business with, right? And with your value-driven content that you post on LinkedIn, it will help you to get these clients. So this allows you to build some authority. If I'm in the AI business, then I post about AI. So the post can be some articles which I have not written, but I can get some articles from Forbes or HBR on AI and post it them and put my comments on that. Say this is what I think about generative AI, right? And any other resources which I find, which others might find it useful. So I put targeted content. This builds my authority, right? It gives space for genuine sales conversations to happen. So people come up to me and they say, "Hey, Dr. Jaideep, you posted this. We believe that you are the person who understands this problem. So can we have a discussion?" And then we have a discussion, and that could lead to a sale, that could lead to a relationship, that could lead to some kind of a contract, whatever. At the same time, you sell yourself socially. You engage in conversations. You comment on other people's uh, comments and posts, and engagement is there. Again, you can create leads, have laser focused lead generation when you're able to use this strategically. And that thing is called LinkedIn ads. So there are ads which you can place as a business person on LinkedIn and get good leads on that. Another great aspect of LinkedIn is something called Sales Navigator, which is a very powerful tool specifically for modern sales professionals. So if you're trying to increase your sales, if you're trying to reach out, you want to get into lead generations, uh, this is a great investment. Right now, the company where I am, we are very small. Our target population is also very small. We really don't need sales navigator. But my previous company was huge. We had like tens of thousands of potential customers. So we needed our sales team had a sales navigator to build the funnel. It is linked with your CRM. You get real-time updates. You are able to generate drip strategies. You reach out to multiple hundreds and thousands of people in a single day, which is not possible. And these are all like valid, real people and real connections. And of course, this comes at a price. Sales Navigator pricing, they will give you the price as per your requirements for that. I'm going a bit fast because time I know is short. Uh, the other way you can use LinkedIn is not just for your person, but for your company. So having a good company page on LinkedIn, it projects, professionalism and credibility. It solidifies your brand, you as a brand in the industry, and then it will attract top talent as well. So if I say this is my company and I have a great page, people will, when they're searching for jobs, they'll be attracted to my company. So for that, you need to get your employees involved also. employees have to post and they have to tag the company. And there, in general, what I have seen is it is very good to have a good LinkedIn strategy as part of your HR policy, and have a LinkedIn kind of an SOP that you should not just post anything anywhere like that. It should be focused. It should not bring down your company's value or name in any case. So make sure that you have an optimized company page. Engage with employees. Get employees to post their, today we had a employee day, and today we had a Diwali festival, and this is our company. This is a great place to work, and it's a good place to showcase your great place to work badge or whatever. And then have a strategy in terms of the content. So consistently keep posting. So if you're working, like Thomas is working on automation, so consistently every week, every month, there's something which is coming out on automation, for example. So that is about the LinkedIn use of LinkedIn for your company. And sort of this is where I think the conversation between Thomas and few of us started beginning of this week was, how do we stay ahead of the curve? How do we keep moving? And this is where I said, LinkedIn is a good place to learn. So LinkedIn helps you to stay informed about what's happening in your field in real time, right? So I learned so much just from LinkedIn posts. So I know so much of AI. I have not done any course, or I have not gone to any engineering college. I'm a medical doctor, but I work in AI because I'm able to get high quality content on the latest in AI from the best people who are working in AI when they post it on LinkedIn, right? So and for that I have to identify top influencers. I have to keep going to their posts. I have to like them, comment them. Then that again gets into your feed. And then we follow some relevant companies. Your best people to follow are your competitors also. And so sometimes the competitors can become collaborators, they can become partners. So follow influencers, keep a pulse on the trends, insights, what's the news in the industry. Uh, be up to date in what's happening in your industry, and definitely look for competitive analysis. So sometimes your competitor does a great job in giving you a lot of information in what needs to be done. So in terms of learning, the last thing that I want to say is that LinkedIn has taken over a great e-learning site called Linda, and now it's called LinkedIn Learning. And this is all about ongoing professional development. So whether you want to deepen your expertise in your core field, you want to branch into new skill areas, or just you love to learn, they have all kind of courses on personal development, business development, and tons of high level tech courses are there. All of these come with certifications which immediately get uploaded onto your profile, and people will come to know that you have done this course, and that certifications help you. And some of the certifications are actually professional certifications also. So huge, thousands of courses are there. They're all industry experts, not just some professor sitting in some college who has no idea of what's happening in the field, but they're proper industry people. And there's also an AI mechanism on LinkedIn Learning which gives you personalized recommendations. um, all the courses are as per your time schedule, and you can learn anywhere, anytime on your mobile, 5 minutes a day, any profile you can do that. Now the idea is, it's time to make your move, right? So you need to move. And this was the word which we just were talking about on Monday, that this is just the start. The real benefits of anything comes from taking action. So please optimize your profile, connect strategically, share valuable content, and then watch your business and personal brand soar. So if you have any questions or you need any support, please do connect with me. These are my numbers, email, LinkedIn profile. You scan the QR code, it should show you the business card. And it is very obvious that what I have done is an extremely condensed introduction. But if you want a detailed seminar, I'm planning to do a workshop in about a month's time, 2 to 3 hour workshop where we will go into each detail, like how do you get your headline right, how do you get your photograph right, and you want any personal mentoring or coaching, you can reach out and we can talk about it as well. So thank you very much for your patient listening and have a good one.
Thank you very much, Dr. Jaideep. And so next it is time for questions. But however, since we have very little time, I'll ask my questions first. I get the privilege. I kindly share the Strength Finder and Identity 2.0 details in the group. I don't want you to take time right now because we've already run out of time. Please share in the group so that I'm sure others would be interested on that. Can you walk us through one success story, like how you found your job or how you got a consultation assignment? What did you do exactly? Maybe in a minute, if you can
Sure,
just tell very
sure.
briefly. Yeah, just a walkthrough
Sure.
of how it happened.
One of, because I was posting all the healthcare technology things, and I was reaching out and making connections in this field. There's one person, Mr. Ravi Padaki. He called me one day. He put a message on LinkedIn saying, "I want to talk to you. Let us meet." And then we exchanged phone numbers, chatted on WhatsApp, went on to a phone call. Then he said, "Let me add you to a WhatsApp group."
Okay.
And that's the group which because he was part of NASCOM, the
Mm,
software, that ecosystem. And then
mm,
I got into NASCOM, and I'm meeting like literally hundreds of people
mm,
on a weekly basis, and uh, we have it started with LinkedIn
mm,
and
mm,
then
mm.
got into a different community, and it's just growing like like wildfire. So in fact, I'm just coming out of that meeting where we meet. It's not just about healthcare, we're into all kind of product and generative AI and everything, but it started with LinkedIn. And so now every week I am putting out, along with a good friend of mine, uh, Dr. Avnish, like you're saying, what did you do daily? At least
Yeah,
weekly we are putting out a video,
yeah.
and probably I'll share that link also.
In the group also
How
you
much
can
time
put
do
it.
you
Yeah, no. I
invest on
mean, how
LinkedIn
did you
daily?
reach the 10,000 connections? What do you do every day? You go and just keep connecting 10 or 20 every day. That's what you've been doing, or how is it? Do you do anything different?
Yeah, so there was a time when I basically didn't have anything else to do.
Okay.
Everybody goes through that, right?
Yeah.
So I was putting as till LinkedIn said, sorry, we cannot take any more connections. I was
Okay.
doing that.
Oh,
At some point, I did put a time limit on LinkedIn on my app, on my mobile, saying that you should not do more than 30 minutes.
okay.
But I
But
now I
otherwise, how
keep
much
it
did you
open
spend? Like
because it's
5 hours or six
continuous.
hours every day?
No, no, that is not necessary, I would
Okay.
say.
So two
So that
hours.
window is open permanently.
Okay. LinkedIn is
Uh,
always open on your screen right now.
LinkedIn is always open, so if there's a message which comes in or something like that. But it can get very engaging and very sort of, you can get down into that rabbit hole.
Okay.
Uh, I don't have time for that right now.
Right now. Okay. But when you
So
had, you spent at least 1 or 2 hours every day,
more than that,
more
definitely
than
more than that.
3 to 4 hours every day.
Yes.
Amazing. Okay. Thank you very much. So, any of you has a question or discussion points, reflections, any networking related, anything you'd like to do, please tell your name, your company name, your category, your location also, and then please ask. Any of you would like to do that?
Good evening, doctor. This is Charles from Quality Point IT Consultancy in Dubai. First off, it was a very insightful presentation. Thank you very
Thank
much
you.
for
Thank you
that.
so much.
Well, a very simple question. I would like to know where you would find more traction or footfall if you have a LinkedIn page, as in be it business or personal. Where do you think there is more, where there are more visitors, or where do you think would be the right platform to target the audience, the TG?
On LinkedIn, you mean? On the
Yes, on
LinkedIn page?
LinkedIn. Yeah, yeah.
So, as I was saying, as a company, definitely, if you want to reach out to people, getting the LinkedIn Sales Navigator is very beneficial. Very beneficial. You do get more pings. You, even as an individual, getting the premium account pay the lowest, I think you pay is Indian rupees
Around 5,000.
1,400 plus tax.
Mm-hmm.
5,000 per annum if you get that lucky
Interesting.
scheme.
Mm-hmm.
But they do start by offering you 2 months or sometimes 6 months. LinkedIn does have some kind of schemes coming up. The footfall comes in terms of being present, right? Providing value. So LinkedIn, your network should increase somebody's net worth. So as long as you're increasing net worth, and there are plenty of YouTube videos on how to do that. I hope I've answered it. Otherwise,
Yes,
we can take
yes,
it up in the
yes,
chat as well later on.
yes. That's good. I think I'm good to go with this. Thank you.
Maybe you can put a few of those videos that you got inspired with and all. You can put it in the group today,
Yes,
tomorrow.
sure, Tom.
Yeah. Anyone else has got?
Some other.
Mr. Charles, you did not say your company name, your location, category. It's an network.
I thought I did. Well,
He did.
Dubai.
I did.
Is it Dubai?
Yes. Quality
Oh,
Point IT Consultancy. I'm the vice president, and we are based out of Dubai.
Dubai. Oh, sorry. I think I missed that. Okay.
Along with me, I also have my CEO, Sampath Chetty. We call him Sam. I
Yeah.
think he's just here with us. Yes.
Yeah.
So this was one thing. See, we have actually engaged a third party for our digital marketing doctor. So we were just wondering how effective it would be for an external party to have access to our, credentials, and will it really
Oh,
work? Or,
that's a good question. That's a good
yeah.
question because many times I feel I don't have the time to keep pushing my company and keep pushing things. So when you give it to a third party, they have strategies and they have people. And in my previous company, we had an entire marketing team which was
Mhm.
held by two other external vendors who would create articles on my behalf, give it to me for
Yes.
verification, get my
Yes.
approval, then publish it on LinkedIn or on news sites and all that. So if you feel it is worth it and you have the investment to do digital marketing, please go ahead with a third party vendor. You will reap your benefits.
Perfect. We appreciate that, Doctor. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to ask any
Um,
questions?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Jawar, Michael. So MBTI is great. Strength Finder is also great. So please do share the links. Maybe people can
Yeah, I'll
talk
do.
about it.
Yeah, I'll definitely do. I do assessments for corporates, especially when they hire Salesforce, sales senior guys or leadership team. We do assessments as part of our services. I'll share the links. So there are also some free links available, and we can discuss.
What is the cost of one assessment?
See, there are paid assessments and there are free assessments, Thomas.
Okay.
So I think the free assessments are good to start with. They really help. And then probably Strength Finder 2.0 is great. See, if you buy the book Strength Finder 2.0, they give a link. In the book itself, an investment is about 800 rupees to 1,000 rupees. When you buy the book, they also give a link. You can do assessment. That's very, very useful.
For one person.
It's for one person.
For one person, yes.
Ideally, you should not read anything about it before taking the test.
Oh, okay.
Don't do your research on it. Please don't do your research on it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why I'm not telling anybody anything.
Oh, okay.
I'll buy the book.
But Thomas, if you want, I can do a session on Strength Finder, how it can be used, and probably we can discuss about it.
That will be very valuable. It was life changing for me.
I think so. Next session, I think Brother Jawahar, you can take on Strength Finder.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay, done. I'll
By the way, maybe I didn't introduce. I'm Jawahar Michael. Around 30 years of experience in HR. I run my own HR consulting company. We are into recruitment training, and we are also into HR software development. So based at Chennai. The name of the company is Talents Tech Private Limited and Expo HR Private Limited. They're both the companies. Yeah, that's the.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thomas.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We can take one more question before our free Zoom account cuts us off. So one more question, and then we can. Then we'll move on. So the WhatsApp group, I hope all of you are there in the WhatsApp group where you can post. I'll share the link of the WhatsApp group, which is an open WhatsApp group. It's not admin only. The admin only one is a middle group that I use. You know, when people from social media come in, I use this admin group, admin only group. So I'm sharing another WhatsApp group where you can also post. If you're not part of this, where you can post messages, please join this group, and you can exit the other temporary group. Okay, so I've posted it in the group. So please post about asking for referrals or any connections you have or anything about your business. Please avoid any hate messages, political messages, which really does not help us in our business to multiply in our business. So please do that. And please invite your friends. And if you are feeling inspired, like Mr. Jawahar said, he would like to share on that. So any of you feel you can add value to all of us, please let me know. You can take the upcoming sessions. There are support systems that are there. These are the books that I recommend strongly for setting up a strong business and growing. And so the okay, so this was a question for last week. Okay, so the challenge that I would send, give it to all of you is, how many of you are willing to revamp your entire LinkedIn now that you know how important it is and how much it can help in our lives and in our career. So that's, and of course, looking forward to meet you all in the coming week, 9 p.m. Wednesday session. So please share your questions in the group or with me. If you have anything about business, maybe we can plan a session on that in the coming weeks. And that's it for now. Thank you very much. And I hope it was a great session. Thank you, Mr. Jaydeep. It is quite a great session because it's coming from a practical practitioner. You're actually practicing it, just like a doctor. You were a surgeon before, right?
I have done my share of cutting.
Cutting, yeah, okay. So you've done a share of cutting, and now you are
Cutting and stitching. Now
complete
I
with
like to cut systems and
systems and
stitch
all
up.
that. Yeah, amazing. Yeah, really nice. I mean, really nice to know that. Thank you very much, Mr. Jaydeep, once again, and thank you all for joining. Looking forward to Mr. Jawahar's meeting in the coming week. Yeah, thank you all. Bye. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.
It was great
Thank
being
you.
with you
Good night,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.